I don't hear any noise. Like we got new tires everywhere. It smells like tires.
Your tires are smooth
They
and
do?
quiet.
Is it different? Is it different than before?
Yeah, it's a world of difference
Like
now.
way better?
Yeah.
Like a totally different car.
Yeah, it's like running in new shoes.
Okay.
With that $200 counter offer, if I wouldn't have said I gotta stay and see what Mike says, they wouldn't have even offered that.
Okay, so we did really good with the tires. They basically gave it to us for half price.
Yeah.
And because we mentioned we were waiting on we've been waiting for a while on the referral wheels and tires, and that's what the problem is, because I wouldn't even have to buy these if it wasn't for that, right?
Yeah.
But that made the most sense, and we found with the tires, it was worn on the inside, and I already know what happened with that. I was driving on low for a long time in the past, and because of that, it wears on the inside when you put the suspension in low. They don't tell you that, but I know that, and that's what caused that to happen, so I'm not doing that anymore. And you know, it was either that or, I mean, we had to replace the tire, and if they're going to give us a deal like that, basically give them to it for half price, that was great. I mean, it was, at least they're taking some responsibility for telling me I'm going to have these rims and they never get to me. So I think we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are really, really smooth. It's like new, basically, I'd say. And any kind of mechanical issues I thought I was having with any kind of vibration or harmonic noises, it was all from the tires. I mean, everything. Because right now it's totally smooth. And so I would recommend nobody, with the adjustable air suspension, always use normal. That's my advice. Always use normal. Never use low. I don't know, why would you, actually the only time you need low maybe is if you're gonna floor it from a stoplight or something, right? That's it. Other than that, never use low or even very low, any of those settings. Like, where are the settings? There they are. Yeah, don't use low or very low. Always be in standard. Sometimes you can use high or very high if you're going off-road or need high ground clearance, but that's all I would do in the Model X as an owner now for almost 60,000 miles. Never use those settings unless you're doing a drag race. That's the only reason to use it, because it's just going to eat the inside of your tires up. That's what's going to happen. Oh, and how was charging? You supercharged for the first time on your own.
Yeah, charging was fine. I went out there and grabbed the plug and couldn't figure out why the charge port wouldn't open, so I had to go to the screen and say,
okay. If you push on the if you push your finger on the charge port, push it, it pops out and opens.
Yeah.
That's one. And if you push the little button, there's actually a little button on the end of the charge. It doesn't look like a button, but it's round, and you push your finger, and then it should open the door. Also, there's 3 ways to do it.
I remember to push the button to unplug it, but I didn't know you had to push the button to charge too.
To get the door to open, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fine.
Yep. Okay, so everything was great with the price. We were very happy and satisfied with what happened with the price. Okay, so we were really happy with the price and the whole experience, that we didn't have to mess our trip up. That was even the bigger thing, because we have to get to work tomorrow up in DC, and we're in Raleigh right now. So how was the experience, just with dealing with the people at the service center? You've never dealt with people at any service center before.
No, I wasn't used to getting the royal treatment. Everybody was nice, and they smiled, and they only needed one signature. There was no estimate until we talked about the tires. They offered me coffee. It was nice.
So how does it compare with all other experiences you've had at automobile service centers, like corporate-run service centers?
Yeah, it's above and beyond any standard service center. Like when you sit at Firestone, they don't offer you a loaner.
Yeah.
They don't offer to take you anywhere.
Well, that's Firestone, right? But have you ever taken a car back for warranty work or something at the dealer? Like, how was that?
I got a Toyota or a Honda dealership. Yeah, this was still way nicer. They're far more caring and courteous. They want to know that you're satisfied with what they're offering. They go above and beyond.
Okay, that's great. That's great to hear. Well, I need to put my autopilot buddy back on. I took it off to pick in the service. So it's beeping at me. Yeah, I gotta get it.
there was no way for me to avoid getting on interstates to get to the Tesla service center. So I was driving here on the 540, doing 55 in a 70 zone.
Oh, you were doing 55. Well, what was the vibration like at 55? 'Cause we were.
Yeah, it was still going wah, 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 wah. You could tell I had a square tire, but nobody was beeping at me. I was only on for maybe one exit, so it was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, actually, this is where you got off, right? 70, I think, Glenwood Avenue. Yeah, the way it drives now, it felt like we were driving a tank, or Denise is saying a bulldozer. It's just so harsh, everything. It was unbelievably bad. And it was really just because the cords where it got exposed, right? Because I can tell you that was new from us driving today, the cords being exposed, because if you remember, I took a picture of the tire in a video right at that same spot where it was caving in, and there was no cord exposed yesterday. So that's new as of today. Like that tire was about to explode. If we had to go much further, we probably wouldn't have made it.
I don't even see how it was holding air with it ripped open like that.
Yeah, well, what did the people at Tesla say? Did they say that we would be able to drive much further?
Yeah, they said that was a safety issue. That tire was ready to blow.
Yeah, but like we would have gone like what, a couple more miles left in it, and that's it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they said the other rear one was really bald too, and it could probably do the same thing very soon.
Yeah.
And then they said the two front ones were worn out as well.
Yeah, and then we've got, let's see, about 58,000 miles on these tires. What did they say in terms of the miles that you'd normally get out of a set of tires?
I think they reiterated that usually people only get 30,000 out of them at the most.
And I know it could have gotten more because I drove on low. That's why they had the interior wear. I'm thinking, like, if I ever keep these for that whole length of time, I could probably get, I don't know, 75,000 miles out of the tire if I don't drive on low. Maybe even 80,000.
Yeah, maybe.
But at high, that's almost all highway miles. So you gotta keep that in mind. Almost everybody does not do mostly highway miles.
I overheard them talking to someone else on the phone, telling them their total for their replacement tire, and they said 370 or something. And I didn't chuckle out loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the bad news for that customer.
Yeah.